All right, we're here with Davidson head coach Nate Carr Jr. Coach, talk to what got you excited about this job and this opportunity.
Well, there's only so many head coaching positions. We're limited, right? So getting a head coaching position is huge. Really, if you're an assistant coach, you get trained by your head coach to be ready for a moment like this. And head coach at Lock Haven, Scott Moore, really helped me. I wore a lot of different hats there. And it prepared me for opportunity to apply for a great institution like Davidson. So, and just the area, right? North Carolina is booming. It's a hub. Charlotte area is booming. We have this state has the second most Division I wrestling programs in it. So, PA has, I believe, 13 or 14, and North Carolina is working on 8. So it's a hub. The area is awesome. There's a lot of business and a lot of families that are moving to this area. So what a great place to raise a family and recruit families to come. So it was a great opportunity. I was mentored by Rob Cole, who's at Cornell and now at Stanford, and I learned a lot of different things about just being structured and going outside the box. So I had to be prepared to be uncomfortable and being the head coach and me making all the tough decisions and me being the leader and face of the program. And he challenged me to take the challenge. And so that's kind of how it all started. Those are a couple of the factors that led me to apply and get this opportunity.
Are there any similarities between Lock Haven and Davidson?
Sure, yeah. I think just a small school. Lock Haven's around 2,800 to 3,000. We have to fundraise at both places. You have to fund yourself. Lock Haven, all their scholarships are funded by the alumni and the supporters. Very, very similar to Davidson, where the alumni support for scholarship, for funding, for a new wrestling area and locker room. All that is on the alumni and the connections to Davidson that really helps us thrive. So very similar, small schools, and the alumni and the supporters are the heartbeat of the program. The more support we get from alumni at Davidson, the more you'll see success because we have opportunity to offer scholarships. We have a new wrestling room. We have a new locker room. We have more coaches surrounding us. So the alumni is a core of the support, and that's very unique to both Lock Haven and Davidson.
Talk about your family. I mean, you grew up in one of the most famous, next to the Smiths, probably one of the most famous family. Talk about growing up with your uncles and your dad and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just I was unaware of how famous or royalty, whatever words you guys want to use. They were my uncles, they were my family, and I was just rolling around on the mat or on the carpet in the living room, right? I really wasn't aware of it until I started wrestling at a high level in high school. I started going overseas and really just wrestling in different states. And a lot of people seemed to know my family. And it was just like, oh, that's just Uncle Joe or Uncle Fletcher. And like, yeah, did you know this, and that? I was like, I guess I never really thought of it. And as I got older, I got to appreciate my family's success. And everyone has their own story. Everyone has their own path. So I was appreciative, but it also gave me confidence that I could do something great in wrestling, whether it was on the mat or off the mat in the corner coaching someone. So just my dad was always great with me. Always told me to be positive, work hard, believe in yourself. God blessed me with a lot of talents and resources. So God gave you your abilities, use your abilities that God has given you. And that's a really streamlined message from him. And it gave me confidence through my career. And I just passed that on to my little brother, David, who's now an NCAA champion, world champion, junior world champion. And so I just continue to pass the stuff that I've been learned from my family to others. And it's really, really awesome to see the stuff that I learned from my family be passed on. So it's really cool.
What can we expect to see from Davidson in your first year at the helm? What's your mission and what's your?
I would like to see more attendance. Right now, our matches are free. I'd like to be a season tickets in a couple of years. I want it to be entertainment. I want when the community comes and watches Davidson, they're going to see 10 guys that are willing to put it all on the line. All right, people love effort. They want to see it, and that's one of our models is complete effort. Your academics, your lifestyle, and wrestling, right? So put all that together. When you go out and wrestle, you give complete effort to that 7 minutes, and you're going to see high-level wrestling because they're going to be trained to think, eat, and know wrestling. So you're just going to see a different level of intensity from our staff and from the guys, and then that's going to entertain you. We might not necessarily get all the results we want as early as we want, but we're learning day by day. So we have Michigan State coming in, a Big Ten team that's been proven, multiple All-Americans, multiple national champions, a great tradition at Michigan State, coming to Davidson, who's been around for 100 years but hasn't reached the podium once. So there's a little bit of difference, right? But we're going to see guys compete no matter who's in their corner, right? No matter who's on the mat with them, they're going to compete at a high level to the best of their ability. So excited to see energy. You're going to see energy and effort, and you'll see that grow and grow and grow by the end of the year.
All right, Coach. Good luck this year, and thank you for your time.
Thanks so much. Thanks for coming.
All right.